Welcome back to Raptor Reptiles. Today I wanted to show you how to make a lay box. This is a lay box for a crested gecko, but I will also show you how to make a leopard gecko lay box. Because I have a couple leopard geckos, a breeding pair anyway. I don't have many, but I'm just starting up with my leopard geckos. I have more crested geckos, but I'm going to show you anyhow how these things are made, and they're easy to build. All you need is a Tupperware ice cream pail. You can have a little bit of taller of a lay box if it's for crested geckos, because they got sticky suction cups in their feet with lamellae that adheres to surfaces through the van der Waals force, and it helps them to climb on almost every kind of surface there is except for Teflon. So this is a crested gecko lay box I made, which is good for these geckos because any gecko, even a male gecko, can use a lay box to go inside it. Now what you do is you fill it up with moss. This one doesn't have any moss in it, by the way, but what you do is fill this like half, a little bit more than half full, about 3/4 full with moss, and you build a little cut hole in the top with a little ramp. From the cut hole, I'm going to get you a better view. So this thing, there's a flap bent in, and I cut all around here with scissors. And then again, the line's pretty straight up here. So I cut a straight thing out there, built the flap, put it in, made like a little ramp so the geckos could go into the substrate medium that you're using for your gecko to lay her eggs and shed in. And you want to moisten the moss, by the way. It comes in bricks, usually forest bed moss, peat moss, all kinds of different mosses that are out there. But there's certain types of mosses which are better for crested geckos to lay, and you might want to inquire that. Peat moss works fine, I find, and so does forest moss bedding. So this is just a regular ice cream pail. As you can see, there's an ice cream cone right on it. Very easy to make. I got quite a square container, so it's a nice size for my female to go inside of and lay, and also for my male and my female to go inside there and shed. If you have a colony, you might want to put more than one lay box inside too, if you're working with a colony of 5 to say 7 female geckos. So I'm really happy with this new lay box that I made. It's very, very nice, and you don't need to poke any other additional holes in it because you need high humidity so the moisture stays in the moss. So there's no need to poke any ventilation holes anywhere into this container. That flap, as you can see, is big enough. That's in the top, and the rest will hold in, and it'll retain some moisture. Oops. Nice size pail. Fill that inside one of my crested gecko bins. For my juveniles, when they are getting bigger and get up to 10 grams, and I put them in the next size enclosure, this will most likely be able to fit in then. They can start to use this for their shedding cycles. And as they get bigger and produce eggs for me, my females, they can use this to lay their eggs in. Now I'm going to show you, all you who are watching, my leopard gecko lay box, which are very easy to make too. This probably has a gecko inside of it because she loves to hang out here in the moss inside her lay box and feels comfortable. Yeah, as you can see, we've got a gecko inside of her lay box. This is Beauty, by the way, my wife's leopard gecko. She is going to be the only gecko that is here on my lay box making video. There's lots of moss in there too, by the way, so you will notice when she starts to lay her eggs that there will be moss kicked out of the little part of this ice cream pail onto the area around the front of it, paper towel, any substrate you use, and you'll know that she's been digging, probably trying to build a nest. Sometimes it takes them a few days to build their nest before they feel comfortable to lay their eggs. Again, they'll shed inside of their lay box. This is just a smaller ice cream pail. This is for leopard geckos. They're ground-dwelling geckos and don't have suction cups on their toes, so we build them a little bit different of a lay box where they can enter it through the front of it, which is the sides. I cut a hole here in the side like that, all along there. Keep the lid in, no ventilation. Spray inside here with a squirt bottle, get it all moist inside there, and then the gecko is safe to go inside there. You can put it down inside of your enclosure just with your leopard geckos, and they'll use it. Guaranteed, they will use it. I have a whole bunch of these that I've built, and I got little baby leopard geckos in the way, which are going to be used in these lay boxes as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video. These lay boxes are not hard to make. You just go get a regular ice cream pail like this, cookies and cream, heavenly hash, whatever the little pails are, and you cut the door like that in the front, and cut the complete square piece right out. And low to the bottom, but just enough that there is a little lip here. But you'll see when she kicks the moss out, that means there's been digging going on. You might want to check for eggs. Don't bother her. Watch what she's doing and wait till she comes out of there before checking for the eggs, because she could be building her nest and you could scare her away from making egg attempts to lay her eggs, and the eggs might combine inside of her, which is very detrimental to her house. If the eggs fuse together, you might need to get a specialist veterinarian that deals with reptiles. And if you can't afford that, you may have one dead gecko, so be careful that you don't disturb her while she's making her nest. It may take up to 3 days for her to lay while she's digging her nest every time she's due to lay. Thank you, Beauty, for being such a good lizard, showing people here at Raptor Reptiles your lay box. Love this gecko. My wife's gecko is pretty damn cool. Thanks for watching Raptor Reptiles 2013. Keep watching and rate our videos. Thank you.